My grandparents were the first generation of farmers here in Wayne County. My dad was raised on a dairy farm. My grandparents farmed, and when my dad got grown and got drafted in the Vietnam War, he come home and he no longer wanted to do anything about farming. So I kind of grew up just gardening and knowing my grandparents' farm, being around that farm, but everything at that time had already stopped. One of my uncles had took over doing some beef cattle and some hay, so I grew up around it. And then as I got older, I worked as a mechanic for several years, and my dad talked me into growing sweet corn and trying to sell it. Well, the good problem was we only grew an acre, but we didn't grow enough because we sold out rather quickly. You know, I've learned so much since becoming a farmer here in West Virginia, how to save money, how to be able to live not just week to week, but to be able to put up for later. That's been a big task that I have tried to instill in one of my nephews, which is basically a co-owner. He's like my son. So it's just been a really good experience. The only regret I have is I didn't get into this earlier in life. I started when I was probably 30 years old, and now I'm 47, and time flies, you know, the older I get. I still feel young. I feel like that I'm one of the younger farmers in the state. As you know, that most people that farm is older. But I'm actually one of the only Wayne County vegetable producers that this is my main source of income. It means so much to our family to be a farmer because we're not only working and taking care of the land and being around each other, working together. Every day's different. I tell the kids when I go to schools and talk about it, you don't know whether today you're working on a tractor, you could be raking hay tomorrow and maybe helping give birth to a baby goat the next day. It's just something different every day. You know, going to work every day is fine, but when you live this is not just an occupation. This is a lifestyle. This is not just something that you go to work for 8 hours and you come home. We actually had about 30 goats this summer, and as you can look around, you can see that they eat it down pretty quick. So now we're feeding a lot of hay and grain for them, but then we've got about 15 hogs, and we've got a couple hundred chickens, and then right now we've got 5 beef cows. But with our production of vegetables, we've grown and grown every year. The fortunate thing for us is we try to grow local, clean, healthy food. And when I say clean, you know where it came from and you know what it was sprayed with. And we try to do everything the old way. But there's other things that you have to do to be a farmer. You have to be willing to step out and try something new. You know, pumpkins, another different thing that we got into. Rick Griffith came to me, wanted me to grow pumpkins, and we had tried and failed. But pumpkins, once I got the hang of what it took to be successful and got my nephew involved in it, he loves growing pumpkins. He loves tending to them, spraying them. We've got them on a schedule, on a spray routine. So there's just a lot of work there. That was probably the hardest thing that I've grew so far to learn. So with Tanner working for me full time, it gives me the opportunity to do the agriculture mentor job here for the county. You know, I feel like in the past 5-6 years that I've been doing this, that agriculture has grown. It ain't grown just because of me. It's grown because we've got good people, good communities. But if you've got a school that's successful with agriculture, like we have at Wayne High School, they've got one of the best greenhouses in the state. They've got one of the best teachers there. And I tell these kids, you might not grow up to be a farmer, but if you can grow up and learn how to grow things, it's going to benefit you and your family from here on. So we sell all of our products at the Cerrito Farmers Market in Cerrito. It's at the old Mitch Stadium. It's a very, very good location. You know, the good thing about us, we know about everybody in the town, and everybody knows us. So we get a lot of the same customers. We tell people, you know, we can't grow enough to feed Cerrito and Kenova. So, you know, there's plenty of room for other farmers. We need farmers. We're there at the Cerrito Market every Friday and Saturday, 9 to 4. We are there from about June 15th to October 15th, and then after October 15th, you know where we live at. So we actually changed our address almost to 748 Beach Street. And that's sad that I know it that well, but I've told so many people where to come to the Pumpkin House. Just being a part of that is so amazing to see and to be a part of. People see it on TV and it's like anything else. You really don't know what you're missing until you get to see it. So West Virginia grown to me, it's been a lot, and people don't understand as a small scale farmer like I feel that we are here in West Virginia. But it's established us. It's actually helped to promote us. I can go up to the Capitol on Ag Day, and a lot of people are there to support West Virginia Grown, and people say, oh yeah, I seen you in the book, or yeah, I've seen you here and you're part of West Virginia Grown. West Virginia Grown has came along and helped to promote all these small farmers and to get their name out there. We've got people here in the county that do maple syrup. West Virginia Grown has put them on the map. People know about them, people know where they came from. It's just a good way of advertising, and Lynn Hart has done a wonderful job with promoting the West Virginia Grown. When I first got into this, I didn't know what really benefit I was going to benefit from it. But when you get around the state and people see you and know who you are and know what you grow, it makes you feel good. But without West Virginia Grown, there was no networking before. I just want to say, with being a small farmer here in West Virginia, loving Wayne County, it's the best occupation that I could have ever dreamed of in my career. I grew up wanting to run heavy equipment, but when I got into farming and I got to be with my wife, which helps me day in and day out, and I've got my nephew on board helping me, there's no other job that would be better to be able to make a living at and be family with your family every day. It's a dream. I mean, it's the best occupation there is.